Welcome back to Emergency Dating Consulting, a place for immediate change and/or development in the world of dating. As always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to send in your questions so I can answer them on the show. Let's go. Two questions for y'all. I'm going to start with a 19-year-old male who asked the question, I feel sick at the thought of having sex with my girlfriend. Is something wrong with me? How do I talk to her about this? I've been dating my girlfriend, I'll call her Jane, for just over a month. We gone on dates for a couple months before that, but we've only been official for a month. She's my first girlfriend ever, and I'm pretty sure I'm her first boyfriend. Jane is amazing. She's kind, thoughtful, caring, affectionate, and just all around incredible. We share so many interests and can just talk for hours about anything. It's early in the relationship and I know I'm young, but I truly feel like I have a wonderful future with her. I can't seem to think of her in that way, and even if I do, I feel repulsed. It's not that I don't find her attractive, exactly the opposite. She's super beautiful, drop dead gorgeous, but the idea of touching her or being touched in that way makes me feel scared and uncomfortable. I don't understand why this is. I love her. Shouldn't I want to do these things? Even worse is the idea of discussing this with her. How do I make sure she understands it's not about her? It feels so selfish to say she'll die a virgin because I'm scared of having sex with her. And before anyone suggested it, I'm not gay. Nothing wrong with being gay. Many of my friends are queer, and Jane herself has told me that she is bi. But I've never felt anything with any of my guy friends, even though we are very close. Basically, two questions. Does anyone know I'm like this? And how do I bring this up with Jane? Risk, I understand where you're coming from. Your situation is a very deeply rooted and complex situation. I don't believe this is to be a gay factor. You're 19 years old. I'm sure, as you explained, you are well versed on how you feel with the same sex around you. I actually think this is a psychological issue that you're experiencing. I can tell instantly that you were raised with respect, and specifically with your mom on respect towards women. Moms catch you in this situation by raising their son on how they would like to be treated. This can go very wrong though, because as you're raised by your mother who wants you to respect women, moms forget why they even fell for their husbands in the first place. There was this backbone that they had, a little aggressiveness, a little assertiveness when they went about pursuing you. And many moms forget to teach their sons about this assertiveness, and it's really fathers to teach their sons. But for single moms and that gap between the sexes, fathers don't know how to teach their sons how to go about women in an assertive and taking the lead way, because when the feminists crushed the misogyny, not only did those guys go on the ground, but there was no replacement on how you can still intrigue a woman by assertive pursuit. So without you being taught that not only it's okay to ramp up your testosterone with the woman that you're pursuing and turn it from flirting, romantic to sexual. So you growing up with this perspective of who women are and basing it off how your mom raised you and how she wants you to go about women, you have separated ladies and sexual women. I believe in your head, when it came to the women you date and ladies that you find respectful, your stereotypical lady, you see them completely different. A lot of women have this perspective towards men, but you see women as 50 shades of gray, if you will. you feel like ladies wouldn't want you to pursue her aggressively, or in this case, y'all been together for over a month, you've talked for hours with her, y'all have kissed. This is the time where now you can be comfortable when you see her. Go up, just kiss her, be a little touchy-feely. She will direct you to the speed where this is going to go. But as a man, it's okay to test your limits, meaning see how far you can go. She's well aware you're a sex machine and that you want to pursue her in this manner, and she's flattered on the aspect that you want her so bad that you're willing to see how far you can go. We've learned through social media, porn, etc., of women with high femininity and high sex appeal. Those are the women that you can attempt to make a move on without being looked at as a dog. And that's not the case. Most women, and I believe the woman you're talking to, she's very much okay with this. So I believe your perspective through your girlfriend is distorted somewhat. Your conversations with her should move on sexually. At this point, y'all should be talking about sex, discussing it, and you should be getting in her head. See, she is also living up to that image that you see of ladies. They don't do this, they don't do that. Oh no, I'm a lady. I just don't swing that way. And this makes you hesitate when in your public situations with women, when in private time, right, you're jerking off like crazy. You have high sexual thoughts, you have high fantasies, and this needs to be translated over to her. But this can't be like that when the only people or the only women you're thinking about sexually are women who don't act or look like her. I believe your perception of women needs to be tweaked just a little bit, specifically in all women, for the most part, are the same. This woman is 19 years old. This is possibly her first boyfriend. And you can tell when it comes to young sexual experiences, they are taking it in a healthy, slow manner. And many of their sexual thoughts and fantasies aren't being expressed to each other. So his emotions are there and he's lined up with her brainwaves. However, he's not thinking about her sexually. And not only from his upbringing is this affecting him to how he's viewing women, but she is also progressing this idea that this is who we are. See, y'all have something special going. You are two of the same person for the most part, and through experiences, y'all are cut from the same cloth, have the same moral values, but there is a gap between y'all, and this gap is sexual. My advice to you is to start talking about sex with her. If you want her and you want this to keep going somewhere, start talking about sex with her. Start slow. Just pillow talk with her. Talk about y'all's experiences, what you thought about doing, what scared you, what gave you butterflies. These are things that y'all will both open up about slowly but surely. And at the same time, this will get your brain comfortable with each other and the thought about sex. And it will get you warmed up. It will slowly get you to these points. And somebody's going to further that question, and it's going to keep going until you guys find a sexual connection. So I would stop thinking these women who are sexual and have this high sex appeal is over here, and these ladies who are marriage ready and who aren't as sexually active on this side. Put them both together. You need to know which side you sit on. So if you attract a woman who is like her, for the most part, they usually match your sexual experiences and how you see sex-loving relationships. That's okay. Just know that she thinks about sex all the time too. She would like to be touched, as you know. However, she would like you to take the lead specifically into this But you don't have to take the lead. You don't have to just jump into sex, my man. I'm telling you, for your case, and to not lose something special that you both are spontaneously growing together, start slow and speak to her. Just ask about her experiences, your experiences. You want to slowly break that dam, that blockade that is blocking you from certain women and experiencing sexual desires towards somebody. And when it comes to Jane, she needs to know that you can talk about this comfortably. Think about this. Y'all have been talking for hours and hours and hours and nothing about sex, right? Imagine her perspective and what she's thinking on your behalf. Does he? Maybe might not be interested on. She doesn't know. So she's not going to throw out her sexual thoughts and desires, because men have unfortunately trampled over some women who stepped out first sexually, and we are known to be highly sexual creatures. They are too, but we are known and have this stamped on our forehead. So you have to step into this, and it's going to be okay. You can't be judged over it whatsoever. So you really have no risk here, but you want to open up the floodgates and let your sexual personality come out of you. You want to express it. When women look at you, they don't think this man has no sex appeal, or we're going to reach a point where this is never going to be a topic. And you also don't want to find yourself in this emotional situation a month and a half in, and then you just jump towards sex. You would think it's weird. She would think it's weird. And for your first experience, if this is your first experience, you want it to be a good one. You already have somebody that is going to walk beside you every step of the way. Enjoy it. Don't be like the most of us who just wind up fucking anything at some point in time around your age. Risk, you can do this, my friend. You just need to even out that gap. Understand that the women you're sexually attracted to, they don't always function like that. And two, chances are high that women you are sexually attracted to, you aren't necessarily attracting them. And that's okay. Like I said, you and this woman, Jane, has been cut from a similar cloth. So your similarities, more of values, how you see the world is there. So you can still be sexually attracted to these women that are sexually catching your attention. But just know Jane is exactly just that. She just had different experiences, and she is not as comfortable putting that out there, or as confident putting that out there like other women are. But this is where you come in. This lack of confidence usually comes from people's opinions or not being secure on being able to secure their partner. And when you can be her partner and you can let her feel that security and explore and let her know that you find her drop dead gorgeous, if you will, this gap will close. You guys can move together. You can do this. Good luck out there, my friend. Together, we'll learn the facts to educate ourselves. Welcome to EDC.